Welcome to Boob Talk with your host, Cynthia Rogers. It's Season 3. Come and join the Boob Talk family as we discuss the issues breast cancer and other cancer survivors face. Come along on our journey. We are survivors. Welcome to Boob Talk. I'm your host, Cynthia Rogers. Thank you for joining me this evening. Tonight, our special guest is Lisa Swift, holistic health coach, and she will be talking to us about the importance of improving our health with the supplement Juice Plus. Lisa, welcome to Boob Talk.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be here and share.
So glad to have you with us. So let's just get this started. So can you tell us, how did you learn about Juice Plus and exactly what is it?
Okay, yes. So about almost 13 years ago, November 9th, somebody had introduced it to me. My best friend had actually told me about it probably 4 months prior. And then a friend in New Canaan, Connecticut, where I used to live, invited me over. There was a nurse there giving the talk. And I was like, you know what? I was looking for something at the time because I had lost both of my in-laws to cancer. And I was looking for a solution for my family. So funny enough, I showed up that day. There was a nurse there that spoke and explained everything about Juice Plus and the research. And I just kind of got it. And I thought, this is exactly what my family needs. And by the way, why don't I just share this with others, because I want them to be healthy too. I saw how devastated my children were when they lost my in-laws, and they were in their early 70s. And they did not eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. It was a lot of fried food. And I saw the correlation between nutrition and disease and thought, okay, I need to share this with all my friends and family because everyone deserves to know about it, everyone. So that's really how I first learned about Juice Plus and found out that it was made for a cancer patient and that it's extremely safe, like for everyone from the womb to the tomb, because it's just concentrated food.
So I found it
my obligation to share. Yes, it's just concentrated food. So I'll explain to you exactly what.
So break this down for me.
Okay. So, and first of all, so if you want to read the whole story of how it came about, you can go on Google the birth of Juice Plus and read how it was made by a naturopathic doctor for his dad who had 3 weeks to live, and he had lived an additional 6 years. So It's just concentrated plant-based nutrition. There's 30 vine-ripened fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule or a chewable form. The capsules, especially the fruit and vegetable capsules, have live enzymes, so they're very good for our gut health and our digestion. So it's just the micronutrition that protects and repairs at the cell level, because our bodies can recognize food, not synthetic sources. So how it all starts is we've had farmers for years and years that have just grown for us. So there's no pesticides, no contaminants. It's actually safer than organic. And when it's basically like whole foods they're harvested at the peak of ripeness, right, when they're vine ripened, so the nutrition is intact. Then instead of juicing, the produce is pulverized. So it contains the slurry of all of that food, containing even the pits, the peels, the stems, and the seeds, because that's where all the nutrition is, right? So then the powders are dried at very low temperatures to preserve the nutrition. And the reason they encapsulate them right after that. And the reason they do that is because that keeps them from oxidizing. Every time you open a bag, if you get a bag of greens, they're oxidizing when you open it to the air, if that makes sense. So they encapsulate them so they stay protected. And it's funny, just a little fun fact, there's about 500 pounds of produce in a 4-month supply of Juice Plus. So figure if you had to eat 500 pounds, it's very hard to get that, right? But that over time, what that does for your cells is huge. And another fun fact is, like, I'm studying gut health right now. You need about 30 different plants each week to make for a really diverse microbiome, which we want, right? So that keeps, if you have good gut health, you're going to be a lot healthier. You're going to prevent a lot of disease. So with Juice Plus, you're getting 30 every single day, not every week. So that's what I love about that, is that you can get that variety. Yeah, it's very hard. Like, people will say, well, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I'm like, well, do you eat every day? Like, are you getting pomegranate, blueberry, elderberries, you know?
No.
It's very hard to do, right? I I just feel like it's hard for any
Yes.
of us because we're all so fast and on the go today.
Yes, it's a struggle.
It definitely is. And so the other best part is that what I love is we give it, it's called our Healthy Starts for Families, and kids can go for free. So if an adult takes Juice Plus, they want to mentor and sponsor their child, they can get it for free for 4 years. The only cost is $10 for shipping. So it's a really, really nice program. It's a way for us to give back and get kids on a healthy road, get them craving more fruits and vegetables. Kids have 66% less doctor visits when they take Juice Plus. They're eating more fruits and veggies because, like I said, your body starts to crave them. And it's kind of cool. So just so many good health benefits. There's over 1 million families or more on this Healthy Starts for Families program. And I don't know any other company that does that. So so for me, it's really given me amazing, anti-aging benefits, excellent health, and it's really all about prevention, right? So we want to prevent disease, not treat it at all possible. It's really for prevention, and for me, way more energy. It just totally has given me that edge all these years. So, yeah, it's been a blessing. And I don't know, Cindy, did I tell you about – go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask you, so it's safe for children. Is there a particular age when they can start taking it?
Okay, so great question. And it might be in here somewhere. But so from the womb to the tomb, people can take Juice Plus. So pregnant mothers, amazing. We'll talk about that. So kids can start opening the capsules. The moms, there's a whole baby protocol where they can open the capsules and start sprinkling it in their baby food at 6 months. So this
really?
Gets more, yeah. So it gets more vegetables and fruit. Yeah, even the omegas that I haven't talked about yet. They can eat the omega oils. So it's, the whole product line that's what I love. It's from the womb to the tomb. So it keeps the elderly super healthy, helps the young get all of this, a good start to start craving all this healthy food instead of we have to turn around this epidemic of disease of children in our country right now. It's kind of crazy. So this is just a little start and helps them. Yeah. So and then when the kids are about 9 months to 10 months, you can cut up the chewables and put little pieces on their tray, and they can eat them that way.
Oh, is it like little candy?
Yeah.
Like a little gummies? Okay.
Yeah, the chewables have some fiber in there too, so that's that's good. They have a little sugar but a little fiber, so what that means is they release slowly through the bloodstream, so they're not getting any sugar spikes.
Okay, that sounds good.
And they help with any kids with constipation. They can help with that as well. So.
Oh wow! Like this seems like it does everything.
It's just fruits and vegetables. It's like okay, that's what was put in the ground for us to help heal us, right? But we're just not getting enough. None of us are.
Yeah. It's so hard to try to be healthy, Lisa, but this sounds like a perfect remedy.
It is, and that's exactly what I thought when I saw it. I was like, whoa, this is a no-brainer. I can sponsor a child, my husband can sponsor a child, and my dad sponsored my other son. I had 3 boys at the time.
That's
so I was worried
wonderful.
about them, and I wanted them to stay healthy through school, and my youngest son played squash and shook hands and, you name it, never missed a day of school from 7th through 12th grade. Super safe.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he had peanut allergies too. So becoming a health coach through all this, I wanted to help others because I went through things, with my son having peanut allergies, my in-laws passing away too young, and I just know there's another way, and we know food is medicine, right? We know that. So you can help people because there are a lot of people that don't even know about certain foods. Moving to the South, some people here didn't know what avocado was or quinoa. So it's just all about education and helping people get more. This is an easy way to help you get more plants in your body every day and make a difference. And people notice the difference when they take it every day.
Right. And also, you mentioned the immune system, and now that the pandemic is still ongoing, I think it's also important for us to try to boost our immune systems any way we can. So this is just one great resource that we can use to help, I believe, boost our immune systems.
Definitely. It will support the immune system tremendously, which is why I haven't been sick in 13 years. But There are 5 studies.
You haven't been sick in 13 years.
No, I have. My mother's 87. She hasn't even had a cold since she started Juice Plus. She used
Really?
to be sinus infections, antibiotics, you name it, she had it. I was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you always coughing? So she was like, I'm not going to take that. And I'm like, Mom, just do it. Now she takes 3 of each capsule a day, doesn't miss a day, and the doctors are like, you're amazing. Like, I'm just so grateful for that, you know, because I lost my dad to ALS. And that was something I could not do. I did put the powders in his applesauce, but after a while he couldn't eat. And he didn't live long. He only lived 6 months, so he didn't want to live with that. So that was really hard. So for me to have this for my mother and keep her healthy into her, hopefully, God willing, her 90s, that's a blessing.
So no matter how old you start taking Juice Plus, what if you are in your 80s and just start taking it? Do you think that's going to be effective?
Oh, absolutely. Any day you start putting in 30 plants every day in your body. I have customers in their 90s, and I have customers that she's 85. She probably started about 3 years ago because her daughter's one of my good customers. She loves it. She opens them and puts them in water and drinks it. So, there's lots of different options. But, yeah, it's never, ever too late to get healthy. Never. You can always live longer. And the more plants you add, and if this can help you crave more good food, why not? And especially when you get older, you don't really eat that much. It's harder to eat as much. So this is a great solution.
I don't have that problem, unfortunately.
I don't either yet.
I'm dreaming of the day. But I've been trying to be good. I've been being healthier.
Good. I'm so glad. That makes a big difference, right?
But I might fall off the wagon on the weekends. Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. 80-20. It really doesn't matter what you eat 20% of the time, but 80% of the time it does.
Yes, that's why I'm like, you know what? I can't be perfect, so hey, if I cheat here and there, it's all good.
Right, because life is short and you still have to enjoy yourself. I totally agree with that. Well, that's why this is like a little insurance policy here to help us. We see through the research, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but, the difference it makes in the body.
Okay. Well, do you want to just go ahead and give us this juicy tidbit of information right now?
Yeah, well, first I wanted to just share the vegan omegas with you guys as well. So instead of fish oil, these were in the works for about 10 years, and they've been around for about 4 now. And omega, so they're vegan, no fish. So omegas help with the cell membrane formation and subsequent functions of cells, tissues, and organ systems. So we and our bodies can't make them. So we definitely need to consume them. So the company went past the fish and went right to the algae. Because today, the waters are so polluted, fish are not sustainable, and a lot of them are contaminated with mercury and PCP. So this company figured out a way to create this vegan omega. It's got an elegant blend of oils. There's algal oil, sea buckthorn berry. We get from the Himalayan mountains. Hard to get up there, but they get the oil up in the mountains. Raspberry seed. So we're employing all those people too, which is a beautiful thing, as well as all the farmers that grow for just Juice Plus. Raspberry seed oil, tomato seed oil, and safflower oil. So it's a full spectrum omega, and it has a state-of-the-art cold press shell. So you can see the line in the middle where fish oil, when you close those one-piece capsules, it can degrade the oil with the heat. So this is brand new state-of-the-art cold press, and it has the little bubble in there that protects the integrity, and these shells protect the integrity of the oils to make sure they stay stable until we can consume them. So, I've noticed some really good as far as dry eye and joint pain with the omegas, and my hair's gotten a lot thicker since I've been on the omegas. So,
really,
it helps your skin, your hair. Omegas are great. We just don't eat enough of them, and especially for pregnant mothers in their 3rd trimester, they really need the omega blend, so they don't get postpartum depression.
Oh,
that can happen.
See, I had no idea about that.
I know. Yeah, something you learn something new every day, right? So I was.
Now that you say that. Now that you mention that, I'm wondering, would it also help just if you suffer from anxiety?
Absolutely. Oh, yes. Especially our berry blend and the omegas help tremendously with the anxiety, because it's your gut. It's a gut-brain axis. So if you can get all of the good stuff, those good omegas to your brain, you're going to see a benefit. No doubt about it. I have a friend here that was young, and she had a lot of health issues, and now she's completely healthy. She had a beautiful baby, and her anxiety's gone. And yeah, it makes a big difference. But it's like a lot of people have anxiety from the food that they're eating. So if we can help them, clear up their gut health, because the brain-gut connection, wow, what a difference we can make and get them healthier and get them less anxious.
And probably has a lot to do with sugar too. Probably, you like if you're depressed, you probably are eating junk sugar or salt, and that just makes the situation worse, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh, totally. All the processed food take out the good bacteria in your gut, and it's gonna, it's not good. We need to keep a good diverse microbiome. That's why I tell everyone not to give up all your carbs. You need carbs. You need good, healthy carbs to have that diversity. So yeah, and sugar is so bad for our gut.
Sugar is evil.
And for heart disease too. Sugar and what?
I said sugar is evil.
Yeah, it's 8 times more addictive than cocaine, they say. So, and once you get it, right? When you eat it, you start craving it. It's the worst drug for craving. Yeah. But what I've been doing, and I'll get on to the next thing now, is the only other product that we have. It's a very small product line. Is the vegan protein powder, and it's delicious. So that has 15 plant sources of protein and fiber. So I have one every morning. I do intermittent fasting, and when I break my fast, I have a smoothie which keeps my blood sugar steady, because it's not that people don't have willpower. It's that they're eating the wrong thing when they break their fast in the morning, whether that be 8 o'clock or 12 o'clock. If they're eating like sugar, a bagel, and a bacon, no, it's not going to cut the rug. You're going to get low blood sugar, and you're going to crave sugar when you're eating something like that. So you want to have a lot of fiber in the morning and low sugar. And what a difference that makes. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I do every day. Yeah. It's really a function.
So you can put it right in your smoothie.
Yeah,
now, what about, I know this really should, go ahead.
Well, so there's a protein powder that we have called Complete Protein. It comes in chocolate and vanilla. So I put a scoop of that every day. I put a ton of spinach, flax seeds, because 2 tablespoons of flax seeds prevents breast cancer, 36% reduction.
Now,
so
that's important
those
to know.
2 tablespoons, very important, yeah. And then I do a tablespoon of chia. So, I'm full. Like, I'm good until maybe, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. And then sometimes I just have some water till dinner, or I have some turkey rolled up or an orange. Orange has a lot of fiber. The more fiber we can get, the better. Okay. I mean, it's just good for everything, fiber. If you can count your fiber grams, you'll be a lot healthier. It will be more regular, which is huge for our health. Absolutely huge. So get all the bad stuff out.
Get those toxins out of our body.
Yeah, and it helps with estrogen and everything, keeping your estrogen levels. So, or getting it out, but you don't need the excess. So, fiber's crucial, really crucial.
And I was going to ask you, not that this should matter, but some of these protein powders, they taste like paste. But it shouldn't matter if it's supposed to be healthy. I know it's not supposed to taste good, but I just wondered, how does this taste?
Okay. I can tell you, honestly, and it is one of the best protein powders I've ever tasted. It's so good that you can we make not only smoothies, we make chocolate pudding, we make protein balls with peanut butter and raw honey and Rice Krispies with that, because it's food.
Oh, that sounds good.
Label. Yeah, there's a whole recipe book for all the balls, all the smoothies. I'll send you some samples, Cynthia. You have to try it.
Yes, I'm going to have to try this.
I'll be shocked if you tell me you didn't like it. Yeah, I've not had anyone tell me that. So it's super yummy. Yeah, you'll like it. And, the thing about the protein powders, too, is most of them on the market, a lot of them are whey-based, so that creates inflammation. Anything with whey.
Right.
You want vegan because your body recognizes that, right? No way to whey because you don't want inflammation, right? And then they'll trick you and say acesulfame potassium, acesulfame K, sucralose. That's nothing more than aspartame and Splenda. You're getting 2 artificial sweeteners. Yeah, people are like, I wonder why I'm having these migraines. Well, maybe look at your powder. So I love to help athletes with this and teach them about Juice Plus because I was talking with a gymnast the other day here, and they give them muscle milk, which has been shown to have lead in it. So I'm not a fan of anything.
Oh, goodness. I used to drink
there was
those,
a study
so
on
that
it
was
a while
like
back.
years ago. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So not a healthy product for athletes for sure. If I had time, I would love to go to all the colleges and explain this to them. But yeah, this is just a really healthy, safe. You know, you can give this to babies. You can give this to little kids, so it's safe. And it's really good. I promise you, if you like mangoes, pineapple, you put that in the vanilla.
Oh, yes, I do.
The diet are delicious. Yeah, you'll love it.
Oh.
I'll send you some tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, please, so I can try this. I have been just doing.
I'll send too. So.
Okay, great. Now I've been using organic is the brand, the plant protein, and I've done the vanilla, and I'm just like I'm not a fan, but so I was
okay. Well, you just wait till you taste this. I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh goodness. So then I also wanted to mention how you talked about how Juice Plus was giving you energy. So I've been taking Juice Plus because of your high recommendation for a few months now. And I would have to say, especially during this time of the year when it turns fall, I've found out a couple of years ago that I've been affected with seasonal affective disorder where I'm just, sluggish and run down. And so it had already started like a month ago. So I had to change my Juice Plus routine as to when I take it. And one day I was because I started feeling sluggish around 2 or 3 o'clock. And Lisa, I swear to you, as soon as I took my Juice Plus, like within the hour, I was like back to normal. Like I had a boost of energy. So
I know. I totally hear you because when I forget to take it now, it's like, woo, just crazy.
Yeah.
So did you take it now at lunchtime?
Yes.
Yeah, so try to
so
take
that
it in the
has
morning.
really helped me. Yes. Yeah, because I was taking it later in the afternoon, and then I'm realizing, oh, my God, by 2 or 3 o'clock now, like I'm like dragging. So I'm like I had to switch it around, and now I've been good for the whole day. So I can attest.
I love it.
This does help for your energy, definitely.
Yes, it definitely does. That's the first thing my last few customers have said to me, how much better they feel and how much more energy. So I love that. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. So people might not need to have that second or third cup of coffee in the middle of the day or late afternoon. Pop a Juice Plus pill and you're good to go.
Pop some capsules and you're good to go. And if you have the smoothie, then whoa, watch out.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it does make a big difference. So I'm glad to hear that. I will share that with other people to say, try to take it in the morning or afternoon, early afternoon.
Yes.
So that's what I noticed. I wasn't getting that 4 o'clock slump anymore. I used to get that.
Yeah.
Haven't had it.
Yeah.
Really, I've been
traveling. So I
also
wanted to ask you.
Mhm.
So your energy is very good then.
Yeah. I mean, I travel. I was going to Connecticut every 2 months 5 years ago when I first moved here to Alabama. Yeah.
Welcome to Booth Talk with your host, Cynthia Rogers. It's season 3.
What is
going
on?
We have some technical as we discuss the issues
right here.
Okay, here we go. Okay, it's been a bizarre day.
There is some technical issues. My Sonos has been going off in my house too. I don't know why, because I'm not turning it on. So have a couple of ghost
technology. I guess. Or if someone doesn't want us talking about Juice Plus.
That's right. Oh no! I want to keep it a secret.
Right. Well, that's what I was. That was my next question. Now, I vaguely remember hearing a talk about Juice Plus, several years ago, but never really pay that much attention to it until I started taking courses to become a holistic cancer coach. And then in the teachings from Dr. Susan, I learned about Juice Plus. And then I thought,
That's
this
right.
is something that people need to be aware of, because I really hadn't heard that much about it. And I wanted to ask you, are healthcare professionals aware of Juice Plus, or are they promoting it, or saying, letting their patients know, hey, this is a supplement you should be taking, for the patients, and even those of us that are cancer survivors?
So there's about 8,000 physicians currently who do recommend Juice Plus. So it's been around 28 years. And it's the most researched product and largest selling in the world. So you can even ask Siri, what's the most researched product and nutritional product? It will tell you. It's so funny. So then it's also NSF certified. And I don't know if you know what that means, but you want to look for that. That means it's a quality product. It protects the consumers by testing for harmful levels of contaminants. So that's a beautiful thing. So they have to recertify for that every year. It's vegan, kosher, dairy-free, no additives, non-GMO, and gluten-free. So, yes, a lot of physicians do come to it, like Dr. Sears, who is the famous pediatrician who's written all the books. AskDrSears.com is his website. He's been recommending Juice Plus, comes to our events, our conventions. Dr. David Katz at Yale recommends Juice Plus. And he was head of Yale's Research and Prevention Center. So really, top quality individuals that do recommend it. And the studies were done by researchers at leading hospitals and universities all around the world. So
that's amazing.
What they found, yeah. And they're doing research all the time. They're doing research on it. Sometimes they don't even tell us. But through what we do know, we found that Juice Plus helps decrease DNA damage, which is after 66% after 80 days. One of our newest studies is how it impacts 1,600 genes responsible for DNA repair and inflammation. That's after 8 weeks. Improves cardiovascular wellness, decreases systemic inflammation, which we know is the root of all disease. It improves your skin and gums. Yeah, inflammation is not what we want. Some of it's good, where disease starts and autoimmune issues can come into play. What else? 39% microcirculation to the skin. And there's 5 studies on our immune system. So we know it reduces the oxidative stress, that's like rusting of our cells. And we get that just from running, eating, stress. It will age you. So you need the antioxidants to combat the oxidants, if that makes sense. Right? So we need a bunch of antioxidants. Right. So then there's also research on mental.
And these little tiny pills.
Yeah. This is all the research,
Capsules.
and it's done on humans for the past 20-something years. And it's only because, and this is the thing, what I think is most important is the 21 studies over 25 years found that it significantly increases the amount of antioxidants and nutrients in the blood. You can take a 4-month blood test. Doctors can see it. So we have a doctor that can tell if someone's not taking their Juice Plus in Connecticut. But yeah, so it does help with that. And then a great new research study showed that it also increased the amount of polyphenols in the blood, which just by taking the capsules, and it was only actually 1 of each, not even 2. So that's huge. And those are just phytochemicals that are naturally found in plants that keep them strong and viable. So when they're eaten, they have a real high antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effect on the body, and that's what we want. We want to have a low inflammatory load.
And I feel that is so vital, you said, because inflammation is the root of most illnesses and especially cancer. So I think this is so important for us to learn about this supplement, and I'm glad that I'm taking it because I feel great. I really do.
I'm so happy. See, that makes me happy that you're feeling good. Like, that's why I get up every day, so I can help people with that. It's a simple solution. It's simple. But we still want you to eat more fruits and vegetables, but this gives you that bridge. It bridges the gap because most of us are not. 90% are not, or 89. Only 11%.
Yes, on the weekends when I'm not on the weekends when I'm not doing my fruits and veggies.
Right. You could double up on your Juice Plus. That's the thing. Cancer patients take extra. there's not, my sister met with one of her doctors once, and he's like, oh, well, if you have allergies, you could take about 8 of those a day, 8 of the fruit capsules. And she was like, oh, Lord.
What?
I'm like, well, you could take as much as you want because it's just food. That's why it's so safe. Like my friend's son almost overdosed on his Flintstone vitamins. Yeah. And this is safe for children, too. Like if they ate the whole bag of gummies, they would just go to the bathroom. So there's no safety seal. No safety seal on Juice Plus. It's a pop-top cap and a Ziploc bag. Of course, we don't recommend it. But if it does happen, you don't have to call poison control because it's food.
Okay.
So, yeah. If that makes sense.
And you know what? Now that you're talking about, how many you take, and I don't want to be inappropriate, but I just was thinking about, when I was taking regular vitamins, how when you have to go to the bathroom, how it comes out, the color of the vitamin. This doesn't do that.
Urine. Mm-hmm. It doesn't do that, no. You don't get that with Juice Plus because it's cell food. It goes right to the cells.
Oh, so then it's the real deal.
Exactly. That's how you know.
Great.
So, you that's how you know. Synthetic vitamins, you're going to get the yellow urine because your body's excreting what it doesn't need, right? With this, your body wants it all. It wants more phytonutrients. It just wants to eat them all up. The more we take, the more healthier we are. It's just plain and simple. The more plants you can get in your body every day, it will protect you. Like Dr. Sears said to me at an event once, he's like, you have to be preloaded. If you're preloaded and say you do get a cancer diagnosis, guess what? You're going to be way more protected because you're going to be ahead of the game. Not to say you can't ever get anything, but you're going to be more protected because you've had all these plants going through your bloodstream every day for all these years. At least I have now, and you're going on a little bit of time as well. So,
yes, I'm so excited. So now I have to try the protein powder, and I really do need to try the omega oil because I'm not doing that, so I need to do that now too.
Yeah, you can add those in anytime. Yep.
Great.
Absolutely.
So Lisa, is there anything else that you would like to share to us about the Juice Plus world?
The only other thing I wanted to recommend is that, I love sharing this with pregnant mothers too, because the babies, are our future. And if we can get the moms healthy taking this every day, they've found that you have lower rates of preeclampsia, 0 rates in the study they did with 179 women, low birth, 1% in the 0 birth weight versus 12%. Neonatal ICU, 21%, 0% for the Juice Plus mothers. Very thick umbilical cords. Preterm birth, 0% versus 4%, and 21% in the other group versus Juice Plus group had 0% preeclampsia, which is, something that can be caused by high blood pressure. So, if we can start getting the healthier moms, the healthier babies, we could change it. We can start getting a healthier world by getting more plants into these kids and, not so much pizza, macaroni, and cheese. Not that they're not going to eat that.
Definitely.
But we want them to go for the broccoli stalk instead of the piece of cherry pie, if that makes sense. Yeah. And that will happen. I've heard that from a lot of moms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
is true. That reminds me of my little nephew. My little nephew he's just about to turn 2, and he loves mac and cheese.
Oh. Most mothers still love mac and cheese. So, but they also take their Juice Plus every day. So, I'm grateful for that. Very grateful.
So that's good to know that, that they can get started young if they are not apt to want to eat all the good fruits and veggies. That this is something that can at least help to supplement that. So that's great to hear. So
absolutely.
Lisa,
like for me, it gave me a peace of mind, and it still gives me a peace of mind. Just knowing that I'm getting this nutrition in the body every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can't like I've seen so many transformations of healing, but we can't make claims. But what we can say is there's no disease state, right, that can't be helped with better nutrition.
That's definitely
as a health coach, I'm about prevention, and this is just giving me that avenue to help people get on the road to better health. It's something simple and easy.
I just wanted to add, I've seen pictures of you. You are so beautiful. Your hair is gorgeous. Your skin is flawless. Have you had work done?
Oh, you're so sweet, and so are you. Oh,
thank you. So I know your beauty from within and without is from Juice Plus, because like your face and you're just glowing.
That's so they do say you get the Juice Plus glow because you're getting all those antioxidants that glow out.
Really?
You know, yeah, it's beauty from the inside out. Like if you look on your inside of your wrist, you might notice, it's a more orange color when you take all the antioxidants, but that's okay. That's good. That means it's in your blood and you want to see that, you know? So yeah, we laugh at conference. There's not one cough, not one sneeze. Everybody's skin is glowing.
Well, it's definitely true, because when I see your pictures, I'm like, you're glowing. You look so youthful. Like, I'm like, I don't see a wrinkle. I'm like, I know she probably doesn't do plastic surgery. So I'm like, it's that Juice Plus.
It's the Juice Plus, girl. No plastic surgery. I'm going to keep going with it because, it does improve the microcirculation. So I always say, if health doesn't get you, maybe vanity will. But it does help with your skin health. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Juice Plus. See, now I didn't even know that they nicknamed it the Juice Plus Glow. So, but it's true.
Yeah. That's funny you said that. Yeah. Yeah, the Juice Plus Glow. That's funny. Oh, I love it. Well, thank you. That was nice. And
I'm just telling you the truth.
Feel good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm just telling you the truth. So that is another perk. If people start taking Juice Plus, you won't need to have all that plastic surgery or facelift.
Exactly. I mean, that's scary to me. But if I had to one day, maybe. But I'm not thinking about it.
Oh, girl, you don't need it. You definitely don't need it. So that's incentive for me. Just keep taking it, even if it's not for the health benefits, just so you'll look good.
Just so you have glowing skin. And going through menopause a little bit easier. It was pretty easy for me, which I'm grateful for. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's good.
I had a. Yeah, it's been great because the healthier you are, you can go through it a little bit better. I think. I still get, I don't anymore, but I did get some in the middle of the night. I would get a sweat or something, but after that, nothing major. So I've been very grateful.
Well, Juice Plus.
We just have to take care of ourselves. It's Juice Plus, and it's just taking care of yourself. I eat more fruits and vegetables now. I exercise every day. Drink a lot of water. It's a whole thing.
Yes,
but
that's true.
When it's just like it just helps get your health snowballing in the right direction. When you take it, you feel better. You have more energy. You might exercise more. You'll notice things, and you want to eat better because you're taking this every day.
Yes. And even I would just have to say, like I said, if a couple of days, maybe on the weekend, if I just want to eat something crappy, after I eat it, I'm like, ew, like I don't want to eat junk. Like I really don't.
Right. See? Yeah, that's what
I'm like. Let me get back to eating my. Yeah, I'm just like, ew. Like I thought I wanted it, but after I ate it, then I'm just like, ew.
Yep. Exactly. And there's a lot of, I know you like your gummies too. There's a lot of healthy things.
Oh, gosh.
You can eat. Yeah. I mean, if you make those protein balls with the complete, wait till you try those.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievably delicious.
I can't wait.
I went to gyms, do tables, and people just want to take the whole thing with them.
Really?
So
okay.
Oh, yeah. All the trainers say, "Go see you later."
I'm looking forward to
bring
it.
Me back my stress. Yeah, you'll love them. And they're easy to make, and they're a healthy snack if you want a healthy treat.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That sounds good. So I think, and I think that's probably an issue that a lot of people have. That just like you just don't know what you can have that can be a healthier snack that tastes good. I mean, and I know we shouldn't be caught up with about the taste, but it does make it more appealing. Yeah. Right. if it tastes good. So so that's good to know. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm looking forward
to
all of this.
I will definitely send you some. And if anybody, on the line, if anyone wants a free health coaching, gut health coach evaluation, I'm happy to meet with anyone as well.
Yeah. So, Lisa, I was going to ask you if someone wants to get in touch with you, learn more about Juice Plus or about your health coaching, which we really didn't get into today, but if they wanted to learn more, how can they contact you?
Yeah. So my email is lswift, like for Connecticut, at AOL.com. And I'm on LinkedIn as Lisa Swift and Instagram, Lisa Swift. Those are three avenues. But email is probably best, lswift@AOL.com.
Okay, great. Lisa, it's been a pleasure talking to you. You're such a joy. Thank you for sharing your wealth of information about Juice Plus, and I can testify that I have felt great since I've been taking Juice Plus. So hopefully our listeners...
I'm so happy to hear it.
Yes, and hopefully our listeners will be contacting you to learn more about Juice Plus.
I hope so. I would love to let them learn. And if they want to go on Juice Plus website, let me give them that as well. That's lswift.juiceplus.com. And you can learn a lot on my website, too, and reach out to me anytime. I would love to help everyone, of course.
Great. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Well, I thank you, Cynthia, for having me. Yes, thank you so much.
We'll talk
to you
soon.
I'm so appreciative for you. And we'll talk to you soon. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
You have been listening to Boob Talk, and I'm your host, Cynthia Rogers. Special guest tonight was Lisa Swift, holistic health coach, sharing information about the benefits of the supplement Juice Plus to increase our overall health. There's so many wonderful benefits we can get from taking Juice Plus, and I've been taking it for a few months, and I feel great. It especially has increased my energy now that the weather is changing, and you may be feeling a little bit more sluggish than usual, and it's just made me feel great. So I encourage all of you to get in touch with Lisa to find out more information about Juice Plus or to purchase the products. I would say it's all time for us to now start trying to, or else continue to try to boost our immune system, especially now during the pandemic. And remember, we have the power to take control of our health. So until next time, God bless. You have been listening to Boob Talk with your host, Cynthia Rogers. Follow us on all podcasting platforms and on Facebook at Boob Talk Podcast Group and Instagram at Cynthia L. Rogers Boob Talk Podcast. Remember, never give up hope.